Day 310 for the vlog. Day rating is 7. Forgot to thank my sponsors yesterday for the shoes. The joke was I meant to say thank you to my sponsors and they're paying me in thank yous and handshakes, and I totally spaced it until like an hour later. So it just shows where my brain's at when you're tired. You start going down the trail and it just skips. You get like half or a third of what you want to say in there. Anyways, just a big joke. Try to make it kind of silly. But for today, I got up and felt really tired. I don't know if you remember the video of the show with the pup kind of sandwiched in between the two pillows. Well, about 5 minutes later, she had turned and just pretty much took up the whole front of the bed, or the top of the bed. So I was like sleeping at an angle and just couldn't get comfortable. And then I got up at like 4 in the morning and tried to use the restroom and drank a little water. And I just couldn't go back to sleep. I mean, it was about 5:45 and I started to doze off. I just could feel my eyes starting to like, okay, this is good. And in your mind, you're telling yourself, oh, it's only been 20 minutes. It's only been 15 minutes. You still have an hour left to sleep. I remember setting my alarm clock, or making sure the alarm clock was set, and it had an hour and 24 minutes. I was like, yeah, it takes about 20 minutes, so I could get a good hour in. So 20 minutes to wind down again, and a good hour kind of a nap. I got to about 6, a little after 6. So alarm went off, and I just snoozed. And then finally, I just like, I forget it. It's not gonna happen. So just got up, walked the pup, and then got ready for work. Did the Thai Tuesday. We got to work, and everyone's at work today. So that made it nice, and it just had a light lunch. So came back from work. Felt pretty hungry, but was a little motivated to try to get to the gym or go for a run. But I wanted to walk the pup first, and we were playing for a little bit. Then as soon as I go get the leash, she hides in the kennel again. I was like, come on, let's go play, let's go see your buddy, let's go to the dog park, let's go potty, let's get outside, let's go for a walk, let's go run. And she just wasn't having it. She just sat there. She stood up, and then she lay down, she stood up, and said, okay, I'll give you a minute. I sat and waited, didn't even come out, and so I just came in the room, sat down for a minute, trying to see. Sometimes she'll just come in the door, and she just sat in the kennel, and so I wouldn't say wasted, but it took about an hour. We finally got her out, and the sun was already setting, so I lost a little bit of the motivation. Just came and sat down and ate. Had some chicken sandwiches, gave the pup a little extra chicken, washed a couple dishes, tried to watch a movie on Netflix, and I just started dozing off. I really feel tired. I think that was part of why the motivation was gone for the day. The cold, tired, and Tuesdays has kind of been my day off. So those 3 factors definitely swayed me to be lazy today. But the good news, it's only 10:46. So hopefully I can wind down and go to bed by 11:30ish, I'm hoping. And then get up at 4 to walk the dog and get to the track and have a good workout. Hoping. I mean, mentally it's in the back of my head that last week was such a rough training week that it's going to affect me a little bit. But I mean, trying to just be in the moment, like just get there, just do one, you'll be okay. Do 2, you'll feel better. 3, you'll feel better. And then you're going to be in a different mindset once you start getting through the workout. You're just going to be worried about the next one and not what you didn't do, or not what you took off last week. So that's the hope. Got some warm clothes set out. Hopefully it's not as cold. I've still been having the right foot issue with like the Achilles foot area. Been trying to roll it out, stretch it, keep it moving. And then one day it's good, one day it's bad. One day it's good, one day it's bad. So I'm not sure. I just need to do more stretching, maybe 2 or 3 times during the day instead of just once or twice. Or just maybe do one good like massage session. Or if it's just the cold that's getting to me, or maybe my shoes, even though I just got new running shoes. Maybe the other shoes I'm wearing around are too worn out. I don't know. But one way or another, I'll get through it. Besides that, I got the push-ups done, 125 today. Did a couple extra squats in there, just slow squats, try to stretch the legs out. See how it feels going like not a deep squat, but just a lower squat, just to see if the calf muscles tighten up. And then got the reading done. I think currently I'm in the middle of page 58. I don't know if you can see 58 in there. But it had a cool part where Simon Sinek was talking about Apple and why they make such good products. And I've never been a huge Apple fan except for when they had the Apple touchscreen iPod. And I had one for about 2 months. And then I was at a track race in Colorado. I was trying to listen to it, and I think I had dropped it. And I had heard over the loudspeaker about an hour later saying, if someone has lost their MP3 player, please come and identify it over at the concessions or wherever it was. I was like, that must suck. And then later when I got home, I was like, where's my MP3 player? And I never saw it again, and I think that's what happened to it. Maybe it was in my track bag and pulling out the spikes, and because my track spikes have the spikes on them, and I had it in almost a little glasses sheath case, and so I think it snagged it, pulled it out, and I was just too busy staying focused, getting ready to race. Yeah, had that for 2 months maybe. But anyways, he's talking about the MP3 player, or just Apple in general, and he says he referred to it as like the golden rule. Is that what it was? I don't want to misquote it. He gave a little diagram too. And he's probably said this speech a couple times. It's called the golden circle. And there's why in the middle, how, and then what. And he said some companies go from the outside in, what, how, why. He said Apple always goes why, how, what. And he gives a pretty good example of, and this is his quote, and it makes a lot of sense. He says, everything we do, we believe in a challenge, challenging the status quo. We believe in thinking differently. The way we challenge status quo was making our products beautifully designed, simple to use, and user-friendly. And we happen to make great computers. Want to buy one. And that about sums it up, and it makes you think of all the Apple products they have and how every year they come out with something new, like bigger zoom, heart rate monitor, easier syncing to your devices. So, it makes sense. And I think that's, again, why the book start with why. It's probably why he refers to it a lot, and he even says in the book, I refer to Apple a lot because of their innovation. They have loyal customers. Momo, you okay? And it's kind of funny. He said almost like a cult-like following, which makes sense because a lot of Apple people, once they buy Apple, they stick to it. But just a fun part to read. In the book, That was probably the most fascinating thing in this short read today. But it made a lot of sense. So I think now I'm starting to process when I see these other commercials. Are these commercials selling me, or why? Are they just telling me, go buy it? Go buy it because it's scarce and you don't want to not have it. That was fun to think about. Anyways, gonna call it an early night to hopefully get a little extra rest. Feel more motivated to run and be active tomorrow, which will be nice. But I mean, rest days are nice too. So just gotta enjoy the day and the moments and appreciate the work we put in, the days we need off, so that we can put more work in the future. Anyways, run your life with health and happiness. Have a good night.